you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz show where the aim of the game is to score as few points as you can. And to do that, you need to come up with the answers that no one else could think of. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, I'm Lynn, and this is my friend Katie, and we're from the New Forest.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Phil, and this is my stepdaughter Emma, and we're from Washington, Tyne and Weir.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Pauline. This is my friend Judith. We're from Stourbridge and Hales Owen, which are both in the Black Country.
And finally, couple number four.
Hello, I'm Mike. This is my son Alex, and we're from North Newbold, near Beverley.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks, all of you. We'll find out more about you throughout the show as it goes along, so that just leaves one more person for me to introduce, a man so clever he saw the twist coming in The Sixth Sense before they'd even written the screenplay. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hi, everybody. Hiya. Afternoon to you.
And to you.
We've got two returning pairs today. Now, last time, we had Pauline and Judith last time, and they didn't stop giggling from start to finish. And they got knocked out quite early.
Yeah, the finish came quite soon, didn't it?
Yeah. So I've given them a proper pep talk today.
Good.
I said, absolute steely focus. Minds like steel traps, ladies, OK? And we're taking no prisoners, OK? Round one, the whole audience is going to go, ugh, but we'll have fun.
OK.
I guarantee it.
Looking forward to that. Now, all our questions on Pointless have been put to 100 people before the show, and our contestants here need to find the obscure answers those 100 people didn't get. Of course, everyone's trying to find a pointless answer. This is an answer that none of our 100 people gave, and each time that happens, we will add 250 quid to the jackpot. Tim and Vicky didn't win the jackpot last time, so we add another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £7,250. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. OK, in this first round, I'll have an answer from each of you, but there is to be no conferring. Whichever pair has the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated, so obviously try and make sure that's not you. Our first category today is Parliament.
Yeah. Don't think I didn't hear that.
Parliament. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns parliamentary terms. Parliamentary terms.
I promise you I will do my best to make this fun. I absolutely promise you. On each pass, we're going to give you 7 descriptions of terms used in the UK Parliament or used in parliamentary business. We'll give you the descriptions and the initials of the answer we're looking for. Just need to tell us the term that's used, please. It's going to be 14 in all for you to have a go at home. 14 terms for bits of parliamentary business.
Thanks very much. So, we are looking for the parliamentary terms that fit the initials for each clue. And here's our first board. Term for an area which is represented by... Sorry. Term for an area which is represented by an MP in Parliament. C. Person who maintains order in the House of Commons. S. The 2 containers at which ministers stand when they are speaking in the chamber. D. B. Former name of the visitors' gallery from which the public can observe the Commons chamber. SG. Annual sum of money granted to the royal family for carrying out official duties. CL. This is rung to summon members to vote. DB. And MPs and lords whose role is to maintain party discipline and encourage party members to vote. W. Oh, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
Oh,
I'll read those.
It's like a party.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I'll read them again. Hey!
Normally,
term for an area, which is... What?
Normally you read things twice. I think you should read it at least 3 times. That's what I think.
Term for an area which is represented by an MP in Parliament. C. Person who maintains order in the House of Commons. S. The 2 containers at which ministers stand when they are speaking in the chamber. DB. Former name of the visitors' gallery from which the public can observe the Commons chamber. SG. Annual sum of money granted to the royal family for carrying out official duties. CL. This is rung to summon members to vote. DB. And MPs or lords whose role it is to maintain party discipline and encourage party members to vote. W. Now then, Katie and Lynn, you all drew lots before the show, and today you are going to go first.
Yes.
How far did your heart sink when Parliament span round?
It sank a long way.
Did it buoy up a little bit?
Now I'm feeling okay.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
No, it's not.
Not so bad. Katie, what do you do?
I'm retired, but obviously, once one retires, one has time to do things one likes doing.
Exactly.
So
What are the things?
I like reading. I read a lot. I belong to 3 reading groups, which is
One not enough for you?
excessive.
3?
Yes.
Wow.
I play bridge. I'm running out of things to say because
No, I think you've got plenty on, Katie.
I've said enough.
You've said enough for now, but I'll let you just digest that board a little bit.
Yes. I like the last one. I think I'll go for number 4, the Strangers Gallery.
The Strangers Gallery, says Katie.
I hope it's right.
Sounds good to me. Let's see if that's right. The Strangers Gallery. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Strangers Gallery. It's right.
I thought it was, but you just don't know, do you?
5, Katie.
I won't...
That's a great score. Very well done. Strangers Gallery.
Terrific start from podium 1 there, Katie. Well done.
Thank
They've
you.
now put a glass screen up in front of it to stop you throwing things at MPs.
Yeah.
So now there's literally no reason to go.
Emma, welcome back. What happened last time with you, Emma?
We got to the head-to-head,
You did?
but got stuck on Julius Caesar.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's
Now,
very
remind us what you do, Emma.
I work for the pension service, a civil servant.
And what do you like getting up to?
I like going to gigs, but also like travelling as well. I've spent a few weeks over the last couple of years travelling in America.
Good stuff. Anyway, listen, here we are. Parliamentary terms. It's fun, isn't it?
No. Politics is not my forte. I kind of could guess at one, but I think I'm going to play a little bit safe and go for one I actually know. And that's the first one. Term for an area which is represented by an MP in Parliament and say constituency.
Constituency, says Emma. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 said constituency. 56. Well, it was right. A lot better than 100. 56 for constituency.
Yeah, some damage limitation there, I think. 650 constituencies in the UK Parliament.
Pauline, welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you here. Now, last time, what happened?
I'm afraid we went out in the first round. It was a words round, which we thought would be quite good,
Yes.
actually, but it wasn't.
Who
We
would have
lost by a
thought?
point.
I know. We hated saying goodbye to you. It's lovely to have you back. Pauline, how are you feeling about this board?
Well, not too bad. I know a couple of the answers still there. So I'd like to go for the last one, and I think that's the whip.
The whip, says Pauline. The whip. That's the one that Katie said she liked. I don't know what she meant either. Let's see how many of our 100 people said the whip. It's right. 37. 37 for whip.
Yeah, another good answer, Pauline. Well played. See, that's quite an exciting word, isn't it? Having the round.
Yeah.
It's a mild frizz-on.
A mild frizz-on. Yeah, certainly that. Thank you very much. Now then. Mike, welcome to Pointless. Where have you come from, Mike?
Just outside Hull.
And what do you do?
I run a small timber agency. I'm self-employed.
Very good. What do you like getting up to when you're not doing that?
Watching comedy, going to watch Hull City.
I could hear that joke just asking. That's an open goal there, isn't it, Mike?
Literally, there's not a football fan in the country who, when you said, I like going to see comedy and I like going to see Hull City,
They go hand in hand.
every single football fan did the same joke.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Mike, how are you feeling about this board? There are plenty of gaps there for you to fill in.
Yeah, a bit better now that everybody's been.
Why not take us through the board, fill in all the blanks?
The second one is the speaker. The third one, no idea. The fourth one's the civil list. And then it's something Bell, but I haven't got a clue on that one. And I know the other three now. So I'll go for the annual sum of money being the civil list.
The civil list, says Mike. Sounds good to me. Let's see how many of our 100 people said the civil list. He's right. Well, 56 our high score. You've gone through that. 5 is our low. 28.
What's the relief?
Very well done, Mike. 28 for civil lists.
Yeah, safely manoeuvred through that first board. Well done, everybody. We'll fill in the gaps. The speaker is the big scorer up there. He would have scored you, or she would have scored you at times 85 points. The two containers, do you know that one?
The dispatch box?
Dispatch boxes, yeah. That would have scored 15. And the bell?
The division bell.
The division bell, yes. And that would have scored 7. So the best answer up there, Katie, is Strangers Gallery. Well done.
Very well done. Yeah, let's have a look through those scores. We're halfway through the round. 5, the best score of that pass, Katie. Very well done. Then up to 28, Mike, with a civil list there. Nice low score for you. Then up to 37, Pauline and Judith. 56, then, our high score at this stage. So, Phil, how are your parliamentary terms?
Not bad after the first round.
How many of those did you know? Most of them?
Yeah, about 5, I think, yeah.
OK, well, we need a nice low score from you in the next pass. We have to hope that's enough to keep you in the game. Best of luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more clues on the board, and here they are. We have got... Traditionally takes place every Wednesday from 12 to 12:30 p.m. in the Commons, PMQT. The practice of an MP making a very long speech in an attempt to prevent a bill being passed, F. What you fill in if you want to see your MP at the Palace of Westminster, GC. The situation where no single party has a majority of MPs in the Commons, HP. During the state opening of Parliament, the door of the Commons is slammed in his face, BR. The name given to the seat of the Lord Speaker in the House of Lords, W. And the name for members who count votes and announce results in the Commons, T. I'll read those all one last time. Traditionally takes place every Wednesday from 12 to 12:30 p.m. in the Commons, PMQT. The practice of an MP making a very long speech in an attempt to prevent a bill being passed, F. What you fill in if you want to see your MP at the Palace of Westminster, GC. The situation where no single party has a majority of MPs in the Commons, HP. During the state opening of Parliament, the door of the Commons is slammed in his face, BR. The name given to the seat of the Lord Speaker in the House of Lords, W. And the name for members who count votes and announce results in the Commons, T. So we're looking for the parliamentary terms that fit these descriptions. Now then, Alex. I think that's a tougher board than the last one, don't you?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now, what do you do, Alex?
I'm a personal trainer.
Good. So how long have you done that for?
Not so long, a few months now. Quite
Enjoying it, though?
Yeah, absolutely loving it.
Good
It's
stuff.
really,
And
really
you-
good fun.
Now then, Alex, the high scorers at the moment are Phil and Emma on 56. If you can score 27 or less, you'll avoid becoming the new high scorers.
I can't see that happening, if I'm honest with you. The 14 probably couldn't have fallen much worse for me. But I'm going to go for the second one and hazard a guess at the fight.
Well, that's one way of preventing a bill getting passed. A fight. OK, Alex says fight for F. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said it. There's your red line. Get below that, you're through to the next round. Bad luck. It's not a fight, I'm afraid. But that scores you the maximum of 100 points and takes your total up to 128.
It would perk the round up a bit if it was a fight, I would say.
Thanks, Richard. Now then, Judith, welcome back.
Thank you.
What do you make of this board? I think it is a tough one,
I
isn't
know 1 or 2. I think I'll be all right. I'm going to go for the second one, and I hope this isn't a figment of my imagination, but I think the answer is filibuster.
Filibuster, great word. OK, let's see if that is right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said filibuster. Here is your red line. You want to be scoring 90 or less. It's absolutely right, and you are through to round 2. 7. Very well done, Judith. 44 is your total.
Terrific answer, Judith. Well done. See, I told you, all you needed. That's all you need is a bit of focus, yeah, filibustering. It's what you do sometimes when your teacher hasn't set you any homework yet, and you think maybe they've forgotten. You start talking to them about what was on telly last night or about the football, and you do it right to the end, right up to the bell, at which point you can't give you homework. That's a school version of filibustering.
Yeah. Now then, Phil. Phil, you're no longer the high scorers, which is great news. That honour falls to Alex and Mike. So if you can score 71 or less, you are through to the next round. Now, last time we discovered that you were retired.
Yes.
And were a civil servant.
I was.
Remind us what you do with your time now, Phil.
Recently got a golden retriever puppy, which is now 6 months old, and that takes up a lot of time. Like going to gigs as well.
Good stuff. OK, now, there is a board. There are still 6 things on there for you.
I'll go with, during the State Opening of Parliament, the door of the Commons is slammed in his face, being Black Rod.
Black Rod. Black Rod, says Phil. Is that right? How many of our 100 people said it? Here's your red line. It's right. And you're in round 2. Well done. 29. 29 takes your total up to 85, Phil.
Yeah, very good answer. Current Black Rod is David Leakey.
Lynn. Lynn, welcome to Pointless.
Thank you.
I have great news for you. You're through to the next round.
Oh, that's good.
Even if you score 100 points, which I know you won't, but even if you were to, you wouldn't overtake the high score of Alex and Mike. Now, Lynn, what do you do?
Well, I'm a retired home care manager, and I belong to an organisation called the U3A, which is the University of Third Age, and they do sorts of different groups within that. And I do the book group and the canasta group.
You're one of Katie's book groups?
I am one of Katie's book groups, yes.
Is Katie a bit of a know-all when she turns up? Has she read it all before? Good stuff. And now then, what are you going to go for? This board is all yours, so if you fancied it, you could take us through all of the blanks and fill them in.
The first one is Prime Minister's Question Time. I don't know what the third one is. I think the fourth one is Hung Parliament. I don't know, I might have made this totally up, but I think the name given to the seat might be the Witan. But I'm going for the easy one, Prime Minister's Question Time.
Prime Minister's Question Time,
yes.
Says Lynn. No red line for you, you're already through. Let's see how many people said Prime Minister's Question Time. Well, it's right. 54. 54. Takes your total up to 59.
Absolutely safe and sound there. Let's fill in the board. There is a pointless answer up there. We'll get to that in a moment. You're right about Hung Parliament, but it's quite a big score. I would have scored you 70. Do you know the name of the seat for the Speaker in the House of Lords?
No.
It's the Woolsack. It's the Witan. 17 points for that. And the name for the members who count the votes?
Tellers?
They are tellers, usually also whips as well, but they're called the tellers, which scored 6 points. So this last one is a pointless answer. What do you fill in? You could probably guess it from the initials.
Is it a greetings card, Richard?
It's not. It'd be nice if it was, wouldn't it? It is a type of card. It's a green card. Green card, and that's a pointless answer.
Thanks very much indeed. So at the end of our first round, the pair who are heading home with their high score of 128, I'm afraid it's Alex and Mike, but brilliant new idea for parliamentary procedure, Alex. I think we should take that up immediately with our respective MPs. But I like the idea of that a lot. We have to say goodbye to you. It's ridiculously soon, but it's been great having you on, albeit briefly. We'll see you again next time. Look forward to it. Alex and Mike, thanks so much. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Now, obviously, there'll only be room for 2 pairs in our head-to-head round, so we'll be saying goodbye to another pair at the end of this round. Now, Phil and Emma, you were head-to-headers last time, so obviously you've been to round 2 before, but for Pauline and Judith, Katie and Lynn, a very, very warm welcome. This is what round 2 looks like. Hope you like it. Best of luck, all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 is music. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns Animal Act. Richard.
Let me explain. In a moment, Xander's going to show you the names of 4 acts, all of whom have animals in their name. We're looking for any top 40 singles by any of those groups, please. Any top 40 single by any of those acts up to October 2012, please. Very best of luck.
OK, so as Richard has just mentioned, we're going to put the names of 4 animal acts in heavily inverted commas on the board. They will remain up for the whole of the round, so up and back down the line. And each of you will have a chance to name any top 40 single by any of those acts. Here they are. Here are the animal acts. Adam and the Ants, or Adamant, Pussycat Dolls, Snoop Dogg, the Eagles. I'll read them again. Adam and the Ants, or Adamant, Pussycat Dolls, Snoop Dogg, the Eagles. There we are. Katie, how are you with Snoop Dogg?
Not good. I'm glad I'm first because I can think of one answer, and that's Hotel California.
Hotel California, says Katie. Let's see if Hotel California is right. Let's see how many people said it. 51. Not half bad.
Yeah, there are only UK top 10 singles. They're #1 in the US, obviously a hugely well-remembered song.
Emma.
Yes. This is better for me.
Yes, and possibly uniquely you.
I'm going to go for one of the Pussycat Dolls songs, and I'm going to say Stick With You.
Stick with you. Nicely said. Let's see how many of our 100 people said stick with you. It's right. Look at that, 2. Very well done indeed, Emma. That's a great answer. Stick with you.
Yeah, Stick With You. That was their second #1. It's their tribute to Black Rod. It's STICKWITU, all one word.
Good.
So it'd be a really good answer in the words ending ITU round that's about to come up.
Pauline. Oh, Pauline.
Oh.
Pauline.
This isn't a good board, I'm afraid. I think, though, Adam and the Ants did something called Prince Charming, but I'm not sure.
Prince
so I'll have to go for
Charming. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 said Prince Charming. Is right. 47. Very well done indeed, Pauline. It's our second lowest score.
And that was their second #1 single, Adam and the Ants, back in 1981. I used to love Adam and the Ants so much. How brilliant were they, though?
Just fantastic. Yeah.
Anyway.
Big fan. I used to put toothpaste across my nose.
Anybody under 20 is looking at you like you're... They go, what on earth is he talking about?
Yeah.
We know, though.
Yeah.
We know what you mean.
Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores as they stand. 2 is our lowest score so far. Emma, very well done. Lowest score by a long, long way. I would say, on the strength of that, your place in the head-to-head is assured, but then I look at Phil and... Actually, no. I don't know. I think Phil might have some good answers in there. Yes, then we go up to 47, where we find Pauline and Judith, then up to 51, Katie and Lynn. You did very well there, Katie. Lynn, very, very best of luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, remember, we're looking for UK top 40 singles released by any of these animal-related acts. Judith, that was a great answer from Pauline, wasn't it?
It was. And I only know one, which is the one Katie gave, Hotel California. So I'm going to just have to guess, I'm afraid. I'll say San Francisco.
San Francisco. OK, San Francisco. You don't have to say which of those acts it's by, as long as it's by one of them. Let's hope. San Francisco. You're on 47. The high scorers are Lynn and Katie on 51. If you can score 3 or less, you're in the head-to-head. That's what it looks like. There's your red line. San Francisco. Is that correct? How many people said it? Bad luck, Judith. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. Scores you the maximum of 100 points, takes your total up to 147. But the round is not over yet.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Judith, but as Xander says, it might not be the last 100. We shall wait and see.
Phil, how well did Emma do?
Tremendously well.
Tremendously well. Well enough, in fact, to see you into the head-to-head already, even if you score 100 points.
Good news.
I think you've probably got some good answers.
Pussycat Dolls and Snoop Dogg.
Love them.
Not my cup of tea. I'm going to go with Adam and the Ants and Ant Music.
Ant Music.
Yeah.
Ant Music. OK, let's see if Ant Music's right. No red line for you, you're already through. But let's see how many people said it. Is right. $14. Very well done indeed, Phil. 14 Takes your total up to 16. That's a brilliant low total.
Some great intergenerational work there on podium 2. Yeah, number 2 single from 1980.
Lynn. Lynn.
Yes.
You were on 51. The high score is on 147 are Pauline and Judith. 95 or less. We'll see you through.
Yes. I knew 2. And both the ladies have done them, so... I don't know if Snoop Dogg was called Snoop Doggy Dogg or if he did a record called Snoop Doggy Dogg. But I'll go for Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Yes.
OK, well, here is your red line. It's high, so if Snoop Doggy Dogg is right, it might do you no end of favours. Let's see. How many of our 100 people said Snoop Doggy Dogg? No, bad luck, Lynn, but that was a very, very worthwhile avenue to try. I'm afraid that's incorrect and scores you the maximum of 100 points. Takes your total up to 151. I'm sorry.
It's a really good avenue to try because he did have a single called Snoop Dogg. And that was a pointless answer. He also did Snoop's Upside Your Head, but that probably would have been harder to guess. But you weren't a million miles away there. That would have been terrific. Let's take a look at some pointless answers here. Apollo 9 was an Adam Ant single. Beep, that was by Pussycat Dolls. You could also have What Do You Think About That by the Pussycat Dolls, would have been pointless. Snoop with Katy Perry, California Girls. That was a pointless answer. Very, very big hit, that. Car Trouble by Adam and the Ants. That was the one I guessed. You could have also had Deutsche Girls and Desperate But Not Serious. Both of those were pointless answers for Adam and the Ants. Heartache Tonight and Please Come Home for Christmas, both by the Eagles. Here's a comeback single from Adam Ant, Rim at the Top. That was a pointless answer. So more Snoop ones the next episode, Ups and Downs. You could also had What's My Name, The Dogfather, Doggy Dog World. Also was as a pointless answer you might have stumbled across. Let's take a look at the top answers, the ones that most of our 100 people said when we quizzed them. Stand and Deliver, Adam and the Ants would have scored 32. So, yeah, you know it now. Prince Charming on 47, so Hotel California, right at the top there on 51.
Thanks very much indeed. So at the end of our second round, I'm afraid our high scorers leaving us with 151, Lynn and Katie. Oh, you did well. I mean, that was a very, very tough round, really.
Yes.
It was.
Yes. Anyway, we'll see you again next time. We'll look forward to that very much indeed. Thanks so much for playing. Lynn and Katie, lovely contestants. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it's now time for our head-to-head. Well, congratulations, Phil and Emma, Pauline and Judith. You are one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £7,250. So, to decide which pair gets to play for that money, go through to the final. You're now going to go head-to-head. The difference now is you are allowed to confer. The first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for the jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. OK, here comes your first question, and it concerns stars of Cheers. Stars of Cheers, Richard.
I'm going to show you 5 actors now who starred in the US TV sitcom Cheers. We need you to tell us the most obscure of these actors, please.
OK, let's reveal our 5 stars of Cheers, and here they are. A. B. C. D. And E. There you are, 5 stars of Cheers. Phil and Emma, you've played best throughout the show so far, so you get to go first.
Yeah, we'll go with D and Shelley Long.
Shelley Long. Say Phil and Emma, Shelley Long. Pauline and Judith, the board is all yours.
Well, the only one we know, well, we think we know, is C. I think it's Ted Dance.
OK, Pauline and Judith are saying Ted Dance. Ted Dance. Phil and Emma have said Shelley Long. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Now, Pauline and Judith have said C is Ted Dance. Ted Dance or Ted Dance. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said that. bad luck, Pauline. I think you know, yeah. Anyway, I'm afraid that's incorrect. Phil and Emma, after one question, well done. You're up 1-0.
Yeah, Danson, you're quite right. As in, are you Danson? Are you asking? I'm Danson. Ted Danson would have scored you 41 points, so wouldn't have won you the point. Wouldn't have won you the point because Shelley Long's a terrific answer. A is Kelsey Grammer. Fraser, 21 points for him. B is Kirstie Alley, sort of took over from Shelley Long, played Rebecca, 24. And the best answer up there, he's in all the Pixar movies these days, a great voiceover artist, and he played Cliff Clavin. It's John Ratzenberger for 5. Very well done if you got all of those.
Thanks very much indeed. Here comes your second question. Now, Pauline and Judith, you get to answer this one first, but you have to win it to stay in the game. Good luck. It concerns NASA. NASA. Richard.
I'm going to give you 5 clues now to facts about NASA. Can you give us the most obscure answer? Good luck.
OK, let's reveal our 5 clues, and here they are. We have got the decade in which NASA became operational, the name of the first US space station launched in 1973, the commander of the ill-fated Apollo 13 mission, the space telescope co-built by NASA, launched in 1990, and the US president after whom NASA's Florida Space Center is named. I'll read those one final time. The decade in which NASA became operational, the name of the first US space station launched in 1973, the commander of the ill-fated Apollo 13 mission, space telescope co-built by NASA launched in 1990, and the US president after whom NASA's Florida Space Center is named. There we are, 5 clues to facts about NASA. Pauline and Judith, your turn to go first.
I think
OK, Pauline and Judith.
Yeah, I think we'll have to go for the bottom one, Kennedy.
The Kennedy Space Center. Kennedy, say Pauline and Judith. Phil and Emma, what are you going to go for? The board is yours if you fancy talking us through it.
We don't know the first 2, Alexander. I think the commander of the ill-fated Apollo 13 mission was Jim Lovell. The space telescope co-built by NASA, launched in 1990, I believe be the Hubble, and agree with the Kennedy one. I think we'll go for the commander of the ill-fated Apollo 13 mission, Jim Lovell or Lovell.
Jim Lovell or Lovell, say Phil and Emma. So we have Kennedy versus Lovell. Pauline and Judith, you said the Kennedy Space Center. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right. 57. 57 for the Kennedy Space Center. Phil and Emma have gone for Jim Lovell. Jim Lovell, the commander of the ill-fated Apollo 13 mission. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said Jim Lovell or Lovell. It's right. Very well done. That wins the point for you. 8. Very well done. Phil and Emma, after only 2 questions, you are through to the final 2-0.
Well, Phil and Emma have been deadly throughout, haven't you? Right from round 1, round 2, and then this, absolutely showing no mercy at any point. It's a very good answer. James A. Lovell Jr., to give him his full title. He's the one played by Tom Hanks in the movie, in the Apollo 13 movie. Let's take a look at the rest of these now. The decade in which NASA became operational. It's one of those ones you could have a guess at.
Say the 50s.
You would think 50s or 60s, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Would be the guess. It's 1950s. It's 1950s. It was October the 1st, 1958 became operational. That would have scored you 17 points. Do you know the name of the first US space station?
No.
It was Skylab. I'm sure some people at home would have got that. Would have scored 5 points. And the space telescope, you're absolutely right about that as well. It's the Hubble Space Telescope. And that would have scored 48 points, so a big scorer. Very well done to anyone who got Skylab. It's the best answer up there, but Jim Lovell, second best, so another very good answer too.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So I'm afraid our losing pair at the end of the head-to-head round, I'm afraid it's you, Pauline and Judith. Wonderful performance, though, today. It's been lovely to have you all the way through to the head-to-head, and I'm sorry we won't be seeing you beyond. But tremendous performance. Thanks so much for playing.
Thank you.
Pauline and Judith. But for Phil and Emma, it's now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Phil and Emma. You've fought off all the competition and you've won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £7,250. Well, you were head-to-headers last time. Oh, that was a needle match. And you were seen off 2-1, but this time, NASA Cheers cast members saw you through 2-0, so very, very well done indeed. What would you like to see come up in this last round?
Sport, for myself, probably.
I'm going to guess music.
Music or film, TV.
Okay.
TV, yeah.
Reality TV.
Well, very, very best of luck. As always, first thing you have to do in this round is choose a category. You have 4 choices. They are Shakespearean comedies, Frank Sinatra, contemporary artists, Glasgow.
Shakespeare's out. Definitely. Either Frank Sinatra or contemporary artists, I think.
Frank Sinatra.
So you're going to go with Frank Sinatra. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to give you your 3 options now. Give you a bit of variety at home as well in this category. You can give us answers in any of these. Any films in which he co-starred with Dean Martin, so any film which they both received an acting credit for on IMDb. Any UK top 10 single that Frank Sinatra released. Or anyone he duetted with on his Duet and Duet 2 albums in the 90s. So any named artists he duetted with. So any films co-starring Dean Martin, any UK top 10 singles, or any singers he duetted with on either of those 2 albums. Very best of luck.
OK, now, as always, you have up to a minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that jackpot of £7,250 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Now, remember, the answers you provide can be from any of these categories. They can be films co-starring Dean Martin, UK top 10 singles, or singers from the Duets and Duets 2 albums. OK, are you ready?
Yes.
OK, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
I'm stuck.
You're stuck.
What do you mean?
Film starring Dean Martin, was he in the Oceans? The original Oceans?
I have no idea. I haven't seen them.
UK top 10 singles.
Oh, New York, New York.
I think New York, but quite
so.
high. Singers from the Duets and Duets 2 albums.
Well, Nancy Sinatra. Oh, yeah.
Did he?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think we'll have to go with, I think I'll go for, was Ocean's 11 the original?
Yeah.
The original film? I'm sure was Dean Martin in that? I can't remember. I'll go with Ocean's 11. UK top 10 single, I've Got You Under My Skin.
Okay.
And Nancy Sinatra.
10 seconds left.
From the Duets.
I don't know anything else, so. I trust you.
Big bonus.
OK, your time is now up. I now need your 3 answers.
Ocean's 11.
OK, and that is... which category? Obviously,
the films co-starring Dean
obviously,
Martin.
very good.
The UK top 10 singles, I've Got You Under My Skin.
I've Got You Under My Skin.
And the singer from the Duets and Duets 2 albums, Nancy Sinatra.
Nancy Sinatra. OK, so you're answering one from each category there. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer, do you think?
If it's right, I would say I've Got You Under My Skin.
I've Got You Under My Skin. OK, we'll put that one last. And your least likely?
Probably...
Nancy Sinatra.
Nancy Sinatra, yeah.
OK, we'll put Nancy Sinatra first. OK, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. Nancy Sinatra, Ocean's 11, and I've Got You Under My Skin. Well, very, very best of luck. Your first answer, the one you thought was probably least likely to be pointless, was Nancy Sinatra. Let's see if that's correct, and if it's pointless, you will walk away with £7,250. Let's find out. Did he duet with Nancy Sinatra on one of those 2 duet albums? No, he didn't. He didn't. Unfortunately, not a correct answer, therefore not a pointless answer, so only 2 more chances to win today's jackpot. £7,250. This is getting to be quite a decent size of jackpot. Phil, what would you do with your winnings?
I would put it towards going to see the Irish and British Lions in Australia, which is something I've always wanted to do.
Very good. Have you been to Australia before?
I haven't, no. And I think Australia and rugby will be Lions. Perfect combination.
Very exciting indeed. Emma, how about you?
Well, I'm after a new car. I've had my car for nearly 10 years now, so it's time for a new car, and that would go towards that.
Good stuff. OK, well, 2 pretty good answers left on the board. Let's hope at least one of those is pointless and wins you that money. Your second answer was Ocean's 11. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Ocean's 11 Is that a film in which Frank Sinatra has co-starred with Dean Martin? Yes, it is. So your first answer, Nancy Sinatra, was an incorrect answer, but Ocean's 11 is absolutely right. Taking us down through the 20s into the teens. Still go. Oh, 12. 12 for Ocean's 11. That's a good score.
Not bad.
By any measure, that's a good score. Unfortunately, not a pointless answer, though. And that's all we're interested in this final round. So only one more chance for you to win that jackpot of £7,250. And it was the single, I've Got You Under My Skin. Let's see if you're right with that. And if you are, let's see how many people said it. For £7,250, is I Got You Under My Skin a UK top 10 single? It's right. OK, now, Nancy Sinatra, incorrect. But your second answer, Ocean's 11, brought us down to 12. Now, I've Got You Under My Skin takes us down into single figures. Still going down. Oh, 3. Oh, it's another brilliant answer. Fabulous low score there, but I'm afraid you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer, so I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot of £7,250, and that will roll over onto the next show. But we've loved having you on the show, and you do, of course, take away a pointless trophy each, so very, very well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, unlucky. Funnily enough, I Got You Under My Skin. It was a top 10 hit for Frank Sinatra with Bono from the Duets album, and Bono would have scored you 1 point in that category. That category is actually where a lot of the pointless answers are here. There's some easier pointless answers in that one. Yeah, Nancy Sinatra wasn't on either of those albums. Funnily enough, Frank Sinatra Jr., his son, was, and he would have been a pointless answer. But we'll go through the pointless answers in the different options. So, the film's co-starring Dean Martin, Marriage on the Rocks, Robin and the Seven Hoods, the comedy western Sergeants 3, the multi-Oscar-nominated Some Came Running. Those were the 4 pointless answers there. Pretty tough, so well done if you got any of those. UK top 10 singles, All the Way, High Hopes was a pointless answer. Love's Been Good to Me, 3 Coins in the Fountain. You could have also had The Tender Trap was also a pointless answer. Now, the singers from the Duets album, I think some guesses would have won you the money here. Barbra Streisand, Gloria Estefan, Julio Iglesias, Neil Diamond. You could also have had Aretha Franklin, Carly Simon, Chrissy Hind, Gladys Knight, Liza Minnelli and Luther Vandross. All of those would have won you the money. Well done if you said any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to you, Phil and Emma, but it's been great having you on the show. Thank you both so much for playing. Great contestants, Phil and Emma. Well, sadly, Phil and Emma didn't win our jackpot today, which means it rolls over onto the next show when we will be playing for £8,250. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.